Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Awesomely Average. Today we're going to play Prison Architect. Now, first off, before we even get started with the whole other Let's Plays that are going on and everything right now, the reason that's taken so long is my motherboard died, which brought in a whole lot of fun with just everything. So I still have all my videos on my other hard drive, and I need to get those off. So before I can continue anything like that, I need to get a couple of videos off there so I can continue with that. I have more videos. I think I successfully saved like my saves and everything, so everything like that should be okay. But as far as those videos go, they're kind of on delay. So anyways, as you can see though, with this new setup and everything, I'm hopefully all back set up to start recording videos, and I have like a week before classes start back up, and then probably like another week after that before they get intense. I don't know, maybe 2 days. So I'm going to try to get as many videos as I can to kind of just help buy time. So I'm really sorry about that, and I promise that they will, they'll be back up hopefully soon. And as far as the last Guild 2 video, for some reason it had really crappy quality, and I'm going to fix that. I guess it must have been something in the editing, one of the options I hit. So anyways, enough of that. That should answer most of the questions. This is Prison Architect. If for whoever doesn't know yet, it's essentially what it sounds like. You build a prison, you run the prison, and everyone gets shanked in a shower. At least that's been my experience so far. I am not good at this game. I'm just gonna say it right now. There's all sorts of stuff to it. I haven't played it actually since Alpha 10, and I've wanted to do a video on it, but yeah. So anyways, you get money, you can do these little grants over here and everything, which give you different things. Like as you can see, build a basic detention center. I mean, it's pretty. I would say it's one of the more in-depth prison simulation games. I mean, that's really what it is. You're simulating a prison, and it's still an alpha, and it's a little expensive. It's probably a bit more expensive than I would. Like I wouldn't quite just say go out and buy it this second, but I like it. In all honesty, it's quite good. And what I was gonna say over here is you have these contracts, and these contracts, they give you different payments. Some pay on completion of them, some pay before, and you build. Those kind of like missions. And to the best of my knowledge, it's just kind of free, free build at the moment. They haven't, they don't have everything in, but they're slowly adding to it and everything like that, and it's great fun though. So anyways, what we're doing right now, and this will probably be one of my more edited videos, you can say I'm in the planning mode, and what I'm going to do is, this is going to be like a multi-part series probably, but what we're going to do in the beginning, I think we're going to put like this general area is going to be offices, and like let's do like a power/water area, and I forget how to get rid of, there we go. And then that'll maybe be like a power water area. And I'm thinking the actual, we'll have it something like that. And anyways, and we'll have like a entrance right there, perhaps with some gates. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna go ahead and pause it though, and we'll be right back when I have something more drawn out. Actually, on second thought, I'm gonna go through real quick and kind of just give a brief rundown of the game before we really get into anything, because for those of you who might be on the fence about buying it or something, or if you haven't seen anything, you might be a little interested. So real quick, as you can see right off, you get these workers. I paused the game obviously, if you can tell. You get workers right off. You have these two areas, the zones, and everything in this game is built around the zones, like these rooms. I mean, you can create a cell like right there, and each zone might or might not require something. So for instance, the cell has to be a minimum 2x3 size, and it's required to be indoors with at least a bed and a toilet. And you can do like, in the beginning, a lot of people will do is like, say, a holding cell. Excuse me. A holding cell, and that's at least 5x5 indoors, toilet bench. And what you can do is, like, the cell would be an individual person's cell, but they're quite more expensive than a holding cell where you can throw, several people. I mean, and a bunch of people actually. And they have solitary, canteen where you would eat, the kitchen where you make your food, and all sorts of things really. And I've only played this game a few times, and each time has ended in disaster. But I've gotten better than I first started, and you're going to see how sad that is probably. I'm not really up to date with what's new too much. I watched a couple of the videos to see what's going on, and then it looks like they're making some pretty cool things. But anyways, and then you have these different people. So the workers obviously do your work. They build, they do all that. Your guards are probably also self-explanatory. Same with most of these things are pretty self-explanatory. Your doctors, obviously, healing, cooking, or your cooks for cooking. The doctor's not cooking. Your gardeners, janitors, things like that. They keep it up. Now the warden is kind of like, he's just the head overseer. And certain people, you have your chief, and you might wonder why. Well, the chief gives you, he can allow certain things such as CCTVs, riot guards, etc., I believe. And same with, a lawyer. As of right now, I think the lawyer's kind of useless. The accountant tells you exactly, because right now, we just have this bank balance. We don't know how much we're making or losing a day. The accountant tells us that. The psychologist kind of tells us I think the psychologist tells us, he kind of lets us know what our prisoners need. That's the other thing. The chief lets us know how dangerous everything is. The foreman, I believe, the foreman you just really want to get the janitors and gardeners. And you can see these like tabs right here. And you need to have certain people, like the needs, like if your prisoner is tired, hungry, whatever, needs exercise, you need the psychologist. Contraband is just kind of illegal things that they shouldn't be having, like weapons or whatever. I'm not sure what regime is. I believe finance is, you need the accountant, and so you only have a few things in the beginning. And now you have all these different rooms, like I was saying earlier. You have the objects to go in these rooms, and right now I believe the objects aren't that sorted, so sometimes I kind of spend a little bit of time looking at them. Different materials, you have fences, dirt. You can make this. Some people are very creative and make it look good. I am not one of those people. You also have, which I thought was kind of cool, a power station and water pump with different valves. Now you can see here there's a large pipe and a small pipe. The small pipe runs off of a pressure, and the pressure will die if the small pipes go too far from the big pipe. So you might say, well, why not just run the big pipe? Well, prisoners can kind of Shawshank Redemption themselves out of there, and they'll dig through the pipe and just kind of escape your prison. And so you have to run the small pipes to them so they can't do that. And large pipes are also more expensive. And the power station can only produce so much power, and you need these capacitors to expand and have more power. And you obviously have the electrical cables, and pretty much everything like lights and stuff requires power, kind of like in real life. And that's really the gist of how you play. I mean, you build these showers and prison cells and everything like that, and your prisoners will shank each other and you'll lose. So anyways, with that, I guess in 2 seconds you'll probably see what I'm gonna be planning out. Okay, so here's what I have going on so far. What I use is the planning tools, and you don't actually spend any money, but you can put down these little, as you kind of saw in the beginning, these little, plans. And you can delete as you need and do whatever else like that. And so what I'm planning on is this is going to be my main cell block right here. And I have 8 and 8, because I believe they come in groups of 8. And so, the prisoners, that is. So you have 8 right here and then 8 right here. That'll be the first 2 groups. Right here, I think, is where I'm going to put the showers, I'm thinking. Because I'm going to put showers right here. I think this is where I'm going to put like a free time type area. This might be the yard. I might want to maybe expand, because I'm going to put this as the canteen. I always run out of space with the canteen, so I'm trying to make it a little large. As you can see, I'm trying to make a couple of these things large. I might want to expand that shower. I'm not sure, because the first few times I played, they always kind of, I have to either take on too many people or whatever. As you can see, I have this on the side. I didn't before in this bank balance, because what I did is I went in and, oh, what the hell did I just build? There we go. I went in and took a grant for the basic detention center, because that gives you 40 grand to start with right off the bat. And I'm also going to take this administrative center because that's one thing I didn't really build yet, and I need to do. I'll do that here in a second. Is the offices for the warden and the accountant. And I don't really know exactly what's going on. Their offices are probably good right here. I don't remember how big they need to be though. And I'll probably just put the offices right here. I think I might just put the power on this side instead. We'll see. And so anyway, so we have the canteen, the kitchen. This is going to be a visitation center, and this will be the holding cell. Now the holding cell is just kind of bollocks, really. I don't know. I don't know how to use it, I guess, because they hate it. So I'm just kind of building that just to get rid of this, and then I'll probably knock down this wall and just turn it into one big visitation center. And then, like I said, this will probably be a yard. I might go ahead and I'll do that right now. Just kind of, let me see. Just do that and kind of push this down like that. And make the yard just a little bit bigger. There we go. We'll knock this down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. And then this way too, we can always expand it out this way. Because my first prison, I built it very compact, which is fine, but it wasn't enough. I didn't have enough room to expand really, and so I'm trying to give it enough room so I can expand this way, and I can expand this way, this way, you know, and do all that. And let's see real quick so you can kind of see how it goes. We'll do well, there is the offices. Where is the office? There it is, office. It needs to be a 4x4. So let's see what that needs to be. And the 4x4 is the actual room itself. So I think that means it needs to be a 6x6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it needs to be at least 6x6. 6. Let's get rid of that because you want at least plan for. All right, we need a warden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 to zone 4. 6. So that's 4, and we need one more. 6. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna just put the power and stuff like that over here. I don't know if you really need to put it in a building, but I always do. Oh, let's not do that. Let's put that right here. And that'll be our power building. So now, and then these little things right here, these are going to be fences, I think, to keep them all in. Because if I try to make this one giant building, it'll be so expensive. So what I'm going to do first is, and what I also did, to show you what I did, is you go in here, high risk, normal risk, and low risk. These are your prisoner types. And I closed, because if I click this right here, it opens it, and that's when they'll come in, 23 hours from now. I went ahead and closed it, so that way, like here, if I start it right now, you see that time that was right there? That just went away. Because I don't turn that on until, we're for sure that that's how many prisoners I want. Or not, that I'm ready for prisoners, really. And it doesn't change the time. Like, it was 23:34, and it'll still be 23:34 when I turn it back on. Well, not when I turn it back on, because it'll obviously go back down. Basically what it is, though, is they come in at the same time. I believe it's 8 a.m. And they will always, get here. The prisoners will always arrive at 8 a.m. So if I started it at 6 this morning, I should still get prisoners at 8 a.m. So nothing to worry about, no real reason to have it on, like I said, and yeah, so we'll just got these fences all set up, so my people will start building that. The first thing I'm going to do is lay the foundation right here for that. And then I'll lay this foundation. We'll go ahead and lay this foundation. And then we'll lay this with... Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't. Oh gosh. What's that? Yeah. And then we'll, like I said, I'm not very good at this, so I imagine I'm gonna get a few complaints from people who actually know how to play this game. And that's fine. Teach me how to play. Make me a better player. And yeah, so we'll turn this on, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes after this all gets kind of taken care of. Okay, so here's where we are. We got all these buildings built now. And yeah, and we'll just leave this. We'll dismantle that, so that way we can leave this area open. Because since this is going to be the shower, we're going to just leave it open. I don't know, because I mean, because the thing is these doors. We'll go to the doors. You have jail doors, normal doors, solitary doors, and staff doors. Staff doors will allow like people who are supposed to get in. So like I have one right here into the kitchen. Like so the cooks and people who should go in. The prisoners ignore those as long as they're not rioting, I believe. Doors anyone can go through, so I have one into the visitation because it doesn't really bother me if they go through. Jail doors only guards can open. And I think rioting prisoners can destroy it, but I'm not entirely sure. And I have some, you know, on the cell block, and I'll have them on each. I'll have the individual ones on each cell. I have them right here in this holding cell, and I think that's the other one. Oh yeah, and like here, like a building won't complete building until you put on an entrance, which is a door. So yeah, and so real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and put these concrete walls. I don't know what the difference between concrete and brick is, to be honest, but they won't, I don't know, like, because it doesn't build. See, as you can see, like earlier, I drug this whole thing, and I drug this, and it just builds one giant open area. So you have to go through and add in your own walls that you want. So yeah, kind of like here. So I'm gonna give these guys, you know, I mean, it's the same amount. I'm just gonna give them brick. Brick seems nicer than what is it? Concrete, just poured concrete or whatever. And here, I'm just gonna give them. I'm just gonna go through, do that, do that, and we'll go through with each one. And I will show you how you have to kind of build a room here in 1 second once I get this. So, in order to build a room, I kind of showed you earlier, where are the rooms? Rooms. Let's do the offices. We'll do that first. So, we have this office. And I'm just going to go ahead and, I don't know if you can do it actually. We'll just do this. Office. 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 And the last office. So, as you can see, because these are, oh, and before I begin, these are all the lights that they're installing. And the flashing icon means they have no power because, well, there's no power. But anyways, as you can see, like this exclamation point, the red hazard sign or whatever, it's because the room cannot be complete because it requires something. Well, it requires an office desk, a chair, a filing cabinet. So, go to your little objects. It needs an office desk. You can decorate it however you want. Middle click kind of shifts it around. So, put an office office desk right there. It needs a chair. I believe it's just a chair. Put a chair right there. What's that? And then blocked. What are you blocked by? Install. What are you blocked by? No root? Failed? What? I don't know. We'll check that out in a second. And it needs a filing cabinet, which we'll just put right there. We'll put another one right there. We'll put an office desk right there in the middle. And then a chair right there. And we only need 2 in the beginning because I think we're only hiring. And what is your problem, people? Is it that? Keep that open. Is it you? Oh gosh. Okay, let's go through and put doors on everything real quick. Door. Since my people are obviously not smart enough to not build themselves into a freaking concrete path. There we go, that seems better. Now you guys got it. Yeah, so they're not, the workers, the AI, while still good, I would say, especially for an indie type game, not the best. They still get themselves. So we're going to go ahead and plant these power station and water pump. And what I'm going to do is, in this mode, I will literally just run some cables, kind of like, you know, I think like this. You know, we'll have some cable go through here and whatever else like that. And I'm not good at this either, so, you know, you guys can make fun of me for that later. So I will start getting this all kind of set up. I'll go ahead and show you what needs to be done for the rooms for the cell. Now that I think you can do it like this. Possibly. I don't know. I'll just do it like that, like that. that. Because we only need 8 for now anyways. And the cell needs a bed and a toilet. That's all. I believe you can put things like bookcases in there. I'm not really sure. I don't know if there's a benefit or what. But for now, we're just going to put a bed and a toilet. So where's toilets? I think it's not really alphabetical order either. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a little strange. It's got to be somewhere right in front of me. I know it. Sprinkler, no. Oh, first 2 items. Okay, awesome. So we'll put the toilet right here. Is there even a door? Did I put the door right there? Gosh dang it. Did I really? Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's see. Dismantle that. I don't really know what the difference between dumping and dismantling is. I feel like dismantling, though, they reuse it instead of, I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Oh wait, no, the door is there, right? Okay. Well, we got a new door. Just move it right here. I don't know what's going on. I think I just opened that up or something, but... Yeah, okay, well, he didn't, I don't know, they didn't have it. Let's do normal. Anyway, so we'll do that, and we'll go through and throw a few beds down to kind of like that. And that's all you do. Once they get that in, like, my offices should be built. Yeah, why is it not doing that? Can I delete this? Yeah, okay, we'll just have them break down that. Because for some reason, they didn't automatically kind of delete that. So as you can see, these offices, albeit kind of dark, are now open. So anyways, join me soon when we'll hopefully have it all kind of more set up. Alright, well here's what we got going on so far. I hired the warden, and then one more thing that I should mention is what's called bureaucracy. The warden, once you hire him, it's kind of like a little tech tree kind of. So right here I had to research finance, which allowed me to hire an accountant. I can also research security. I just got finished researching health, but I'm not going to build anything yet. You can do legal, and then these lead into their own things. Like once you do finance, you can do land expansion, which allows you to, I believe, buy new areas of land. Because as you can see here, you know, we're kind of taking up most of the space, but you can buy, you know, this plot of land and this plot of land, all sorts of land. I don't think there's actually a limit, and it just leads into other things. Like the next thing I'm going to research this because I want to get to the prison labor. And I'm going to also research security because I want to get deployment, because then you can have your prisoners work for you and save you a little bit of money. So as you can see, we're getting our first load of medium, normal, you know, risk prisoners. I turned it back on and stuff. It's day 4 already, so some time has passed. We're down to 13,000. I also accepted a new contract cell block A because it gave me 20,000, and as you can see, I needed it. And we're positive now. I was negative a couple hundred, and we're positive 600 now. So these 2 guards are coming out to get these prisoners. I'm going to go ahead and hire another one. It says 3, but, you know, I mean, we are positive 500, so I think we can handle it. And then, as you can see, what I wanted to mention, too, about power, these capacitors, you can see, like, I think you have one like, little square for just the power station. And then you get 1 like square of power for each capacitor. So we have, you know, we're kind of into this 3rd one, just so we need 3, and I went ahead and just threw in an extra one so I didn't have to worry, because if you hit too much, it will shut down the power to your entire jail. And now I can't see in any place now that doesn't have a guard. I guess I had that on. It's not good for me. And it's also during free time. Now you can pick what they can do. Actually, I need to slow this down a little bit while I'm doing this. Now you can pick what goes on during the day. I don't know what happens if there's nothing going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just give them a bit of free time for now. Later, I'm gonna have them working and everything like that. So we'll give them a little bit longer shower, and we'll let them sleep a little bit longer, and give them a little bit of yard time before and after they eat. But yeah, so I don't know what happens like if they have nothing going on, but yeah, so you can see here that they're kind of showering during their free time. They can just kind of go as they please and do whatever it is they need to. They can go to their room and sleep and everything like that. Nobody's going into like this area because of the fact that, I mean, we have these open cell blocks. Now they will go there if they don't have any more cells, And actually, I'm going to go ahead and just turn off the prisoner right now. You can have it continuously just send you prisoners and see how long you can go. I'm not nearly that good. And as you can see, they kind of have some food out right now, and it's ready. And yeah, so yeah, and so we're just gonna kind of speed up time. Unfortunately, this is as fast as time goes, so I've just kind of been sitting here and listening to music and eating and doing all that other stuff while I was doing their things. Since it's yard time, you can see them all file out and they'll go into this area. Now I just have weight benches and some phone booths so they can call their loved ones and all that. And really, I mean, that's kind of the gist of how this game works. And it seems pretty simple. It might be for everyone else. For me, it is definitely not simple. It starts off great, and then, I don't know where it is, somewhere around day 7 or whatever, depending on how quickly I get the prisoners in, you know, everything goes to hell, and they just decide to shank each other in the showers. But yeah, so I'm gonna get some more guards and try to, like, once you get deployment and stuff like that, petition or deploy them to the showers and places like that that might be high problem areas. So here we go. We see, a couple people are eating. Not everyone. They're not too hungry. You can click them, and it kind of gives you a little biography. So Ulysses was framed for murder of a one-eyed hobo. That's not good. And he also didn't pay his tax bills for 20 years, pretexting a business trip, blah, blah, blah. So he has a family of an ex-wife, daughter, son, daughter, and his father. He's been convicted for possession, and that's all he has left because he has false imprisonment and drunk disorderly behavior, which these are 9 years, but he's gotten off, so all he's left is 1.5 years of 6. And I believe now they can actually serve their terms. And I can have the security guards, search him and search the prisoners and stuff like that and find whatever contraband. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to kind of get, what is it called? Pretty soon. Actually, I might as well just do that now. Where are they? Oh, the little metal detectors. There we go. Grab some metal detectors because that way when they enter certain areas they'll beep and tell me about, like, things they're not supposed to have, basically. And I think that's good for now. And over here you can see, I guess it's not done, maybe it is. I guess I didn't finish it. I built a little solitary confinement, so that way it would, when prisoners get in trouble and all that, they'll do their thing. As you can see, like I said, I wasn't lying about my power. I'm not good at it. I guess I could just keep it over here. Oh well. And so yeah, we'll just do that with the power. I think that's the only one I have, right? Yeah. Okay. So we have the power and everything like that. And so what will happen is the prisoners will walk through it, and if it triggers it, it'll tell me, if they have something illegal, like, a shank or something. And you see he's just sitting here, and you can see, like, when I highlight this prisoner, we don't know his psychology. So we're going to want to get the, where is he? The psychologist, which we'll do that. We're going to do most of this. The only thing, I don't know if legal is still, yes, he currently serves no purpose. So there's no purpose for the legal, but it looks like, it could be an interesting thing. So, but yeah, we'll get mental health and then this and then all of this pretty much. What I really want to do, though, to kind of keep our cash flow good is get where they can work, because you can build a workshop and you can make some pretty good money doing that, actually. And yeah, and because you get a base salary of 1,500, and these 8 prisoners are about, they must be 100 each, because I have money in 2,300, which is not bad, I guess. And yeah, oh, I forgot about here. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I need to do that because those things use quite a bit of power, actually. Oh gosh. Please don't blow up on me. Quick, someone do that. Hurry. Someone throw a cap down. There you go. He's in there. Oh gosh. It's in the danger zone. It's in the danger zone. Please don't blow up. Ah, there we go. So yeah, this is the beginning of the prison. This is where we'll probably end it. It's probably been going for quite some time. We'll see how that all goes. Thanks for watching this first video. Tune in next time where we'll play some more, and hopefully I'll have other videos up soon and get everything else on the road. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.